All right, so my name is Jennifer Gustafson. I'm a mortgage loan officer with Guardian Mortgage.
My name is Victoria Smart. I am a realtor with Keller Williams Spokane.
And today we're going to talk about closing costs and prepaid items. There is a difference between closing costs and prepaid items. I often get asked, what are the closing costs involved with purchasing the home? And there's two separate components. And both of these components are added together and you bring in the total amount at closing. What are closing costs? There are closing costs involved with purchasing a home, and most of these closing costs are going to be third-party costs. You'll have an appraisal fee that we pay to the appraiser. You're going to have a credit reporting fee. Some states have title and escrow fees. They have a title company. Some states are attorney states, and we use an attorney for a real estate transaction. So you'll have either attorney fees or title fees. You'll also have recording and appraisal fees kind of lumped in. A lender will also have their costs as well. Most lenders will show an origination fee, or they could have it broken down into two other costs, underwriting and processing. So you'll have lender fees, title and escrow, attorney fees, all lumped into closing costs. Prepaid items are not fees. They're actually upfronts collected for property taxes, homeowners insurance, and we collect those in a prorated amount upfront. The reason being is when you own a home, the taxes in the state of Washington are collected 6 months in advance. We have property taxes collected in 2 months? April and October. So when you pay your property taxes in April, you're paying for 6 months ahead. October, you're paying for 6 months ahead. So depending on when you purchase that property, that seller's already paid their property taxes for 6 months. So you have to reimburse that seller for the months that they have not used. You also have to pay upfront for those taxes, so you have enough money set aside in your mortgage payment for the property taxes when they're due.
Right, and it's similar with your homeowner's insurance, and it's done specifically so that it can be paid yearly. So when you close on your home, they will distribute the first homeowner's insurance payment, and that will be for the calendar year. And then each month after that, a portion of your mortgage payment will go to a fund that will then, when the next year comes around, distribute that full payment to the homeowner's insurance company. So you're paying a little bit each month to go to that yearly payment.
Correct. So your mortgage payment is not just you paying the mortgage back. You're going to have your mortgage payment is going to be broken down with your principal and interest. That is your mortgage loan and your interest. You're paying the principal and interest loan back. And then you're going to also have prorated insurance. We're going to take your yearly premium divided by 12, does not collect any interest. It's just simply divided by 12, added to your monthly payment. Your property tax is the same thing. We're going to take your yearly property taxes, divide that by 12, and collect the monthly portion. Your homeowner's insurance and your property taxes are going to be paid with your monthly payment. You pay one lump sum. The mortgage company will then take out the principal and interest, and they'll set aside the homeowner's insurance and the property taxes. Every year on your anniversary of homeownership, we pay 1 year of homeowner's insurance. You're always paid ahead for your homeowner's insurance. Property taxes, same thing. When you have your April installment, we pay 6 months ahead. When you have your October installment, we pay 6 months ahead. You're always paid ahead for your property taxes and homeowner's insurance. Those things are collected in your mortgage payment, set aside in what we refer to as an impound account or an escrow account, and we send you quarterly statements so you're aware of what's been collected, what's been paid, and when it's due. And then when you bring in your funds to close, at the very end, once you sign your loan documents at the title company, you will bring in either a cashier's check or you'll have the money wired to the title company. If you're living in a state that has an attorney, then you'll have the funds wired to the attorney. That lump sum of money that you will bring in will include your down payment, it will include closing costs, and it will include your prepaid items. Closing costs and prepaid items typically together are about 2% to 2.5% of your loan amount. So when you say closing costs could be approximately 1% of your loan amount, and your prepaid items could be approximately 1% of your loan amount.
Right, and it's important for you as the buyer to know that distinction and to know the questions to ask your loan officer when you are looking to purchase a property. If you ask them what are my closing costs going to be, they may only give you the actual closing costs and not the prepaid items. So you need to make sure that you're getting both of those for your estimate, because we never want you as the buyer to be shocked by the amount that you need to bring to closing to get into your new home. So work with a loan officer who you trust, ask the right questions, make sure that you're getting a full estimate for those closing costs and those prepaid items.
I have an example. So I was doing an estimate for a buyer, and their prepaid items were $5,200 and their closing costs were $5,200. It was kind of a larger loan amount. So I want to say they were off by maybe 50 or 60 bucks difference between the two of them. So if a buyer had called me and said, what are the closing costs involved in the loan? I could have simply been, oh, $5,200, that's the closing cost. And then what would have happened if they had gone into escrow, gone to the title company, and then now they need $10,400 instead of $5,200. So it's very important to know that not all of the money you bring into close are closing costs. They're not all fees. A lot of it is collecting for those taxes and insurance, those things that you're going to have to pay anyway.
Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more information on homeownership.
Thanks.